In the beginning, there was a dream of a city born among hills and rivers, where waters tell their stories and trees quietly guard the flow of time. That dream became a vision of a city where every step moves in rhythm with nature, where gardens and streets, rivers and bridges weave a shared harmony, vibrant, colorful, ever pulsing. This vision grew into Vilnius's green gene, carried in every chain of life, connecting, shaping, and passing on from generation to generation. Vilnius, a city whose spirit breathes in green, whose future unfolds like a new page of a dream. And the dream continues, a legend of green Vilnius, created by all of us, inspiring Europe, inspiring world.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be here tonight.
Good green evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, a round of applause to the St. Christopher Chamber Orchestra of Vilnius and to Maestro Modestas Barkauskas for the music that so gracefully opened the doors to this evening. They can still hear us. That was absolutely outstanding. Gabriele, it is pleasure to share this evening with you because your presence brings the same clarity and brightness to the vision we are celebrating tonight.
Rolandas, thank you. It's sugar for my heart and for my soul. I am glad to stand beside you. You are steady, you are reliable, and I hope that tonight you will create connections like this.
Well, with these beautiful words, I hope we are ready to start our fantastic journey.
We are honored to welcome you all to Vilnius European Green Capital 2025 and to European Green Capital and European Green Leaf 2027 Awards.
Welcome. These awards are an initiative of the European Commission launched more than a decade ago. They honor cities that set an example for a greener future, large cities, more than 100,000 citizens, striving for the title of European Green Capital, and smaller ones, more than 20,000, yet equally ambitious cities recognized with the European Green Leaf Award.
And we counted. Over the years, already 35 cities across Europe have earned these prestigious titles. 15 European green capitals, major cities whose vision and action have inspired others, and more than 20 European Green Leaf Award winners, smaller cities that have proven size is no barrier to leadership on the path to sustainability.
Absolutely.
It is worth remembering that Vilnius was among the cities that first proposed the idea of the European Green Capital Awards, helping to lay the foundation of this beautiful and meaningful tradition.
And tonight we stand upon a symbolic green hill, a reminder of our common journey upwards. Every city, every community, every individual step contributes to this climb. And tonight, we celebrate those who have reached this summit, becoming Europe's green leaders.
And tonight, Vilnius not only welcomes Europe, but also shares a dream, the vision of a green city that has inspired this evening.
And let us now invite to the stage the person who brings this vision to life every single day. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and please welcome to the stage the mayor of the city of Vilnius, Mr. Valdas Benkunskas. Good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, dear guests, dear friends, welcome. Welcome to Vilnius, European Green Capital 2025. And indeed, for decades, Vilnius has been a green city. Around 61% of its area dedicated to nature. And this natural foundation makes our ambition even stronger. This year, we're stepping up for long-term efforts to make the city greener, more open, and of course, more sustainable. With our citizens, we have hosted hundreds of sustainability events, even planted a new forest, revitalized public spaces, and supported bold initiative. In the first half of this year, public transport journeys increased by 10% to 140 million. And we even launched 2 electric passenger boats, showing that mobility can be green and innovative. Last heating season, nearly 90% heat come from green energy sources. Moreover, we also held our first citizen assembly on mobility to promote walking, cycling, and public transport as the preferred option in everydayhood. And this achievement shows that collective actions drives meaningful change into the city. Their successes remind us that the title is both an honor and, of course, a responsibility to lead by example, reduce pollution, improve everyday life, and make sustainability second nature. But the path is not short. The change often requires courage. Yet this is how we prepare for the challenges ahead and ensure that our city remains vibrant, resilient, and green. Today we gather not only to celebrate our progress, but also to learn which European city will become the green capital in 2027. And as our year as a European green capital draws to a close, our commitment does not. Vilnius, not the greenest city. Yet, this is our promise to keep moving forward, beyond a title, towards lasting transformation. So I wish you inspiring evening. May today be another step towards greener, more sustainable, and more responsible future. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, thank you very much for your inspiring words. And we thank you for the city's leadership on the path towards a greener future.
And I hope that you will all agree with me that art has the power to speak where words are just not enough. Art helps to connect us with ideas, with emotions, and with the world around us. Tonight, this connection is expressed through a special creation born at the crossroads of the city and nature.
Jolita Vaitkutė is an artist who unites nature and people, the city and its green spirit. She creates in a unique way, using everyday objects, plants, and the environment itself, transforming them into powerful visual stories. Tonight she presents her work between roots and rooftops, an artistic testimony that nature is here among us, woven into the fabric of urban life, into the friendship and living synergy between humanity and nature. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy.
As an artist, my daily walk to the studio is more than just a commute. It's a time to slow down and notice the subtle shifts in nature. In a world of rapid urbanization, cities are often seen as separate from nature. However, Vilnius exemplifies a different vision. Here, urban life and greenery coexist harmoniously. In 2020, I began collecting plants daily, not merely as a habit, but as a form of documentation. I photographed people enjoying nature in urban spaces, and transform these images into collages crafted from leaves. What began as a simple reflection grew into a deeper recognition of the privilege to live in a city where nature is always within reach. It's a reminder that our lives remain intertwined with the natural world, which we have the responsibility to protect. This connection is deeply woven into Lithuanian culture, shaped by the ever-changing fauna and flora. Ultimately, integrating the urban landscape with nature doesn't just create healthier, more resilient environments. It cultivates vibrant communities deeply connected to their surroundings. In my creative work, I'm striving to capture and share that connection. And I'm sure it can be found somewhere between roots and rooftops. Right here in Vilnius, the European Green Capital 2025.
Tonight, we are also honored to hear from the European Commissioner for Environment, Water Resilience, and a Competitive Circular Economy, Jessica Roswell.
And her message, prepared especially for this occasion. So, ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the screen.
Dear Mayor Benkunskas, citizens of Vilnius, dear representatives from around Europe, labas vakaras to all. Today we celebrate Vilnius' achievements as European Green Capital 2025. And we reveal the winners for the European Green Capital and LEAF Awards for 2027. Congratulations to all the finalists. You are at the forefront of our efforts to build healthier, greener and more welcoming places for us to live, connect and create, grow, work, raise our families and build our futures. You are also playing a crucial role in implementing the European Green Deal, protecting nature and making the move to a circular economy a reality. Thank you for your ambition, your commitment and your creativity. You should be very proud of your work. Most of you are already part of the Green City Accord, but I call on all finalists and other cities to join this ongoing commitment to a more sustainable future. I also want to thank our host today, the city of Vilnius. Mayor Benkunskas, winning this award is a huge honor, but it also comes with a big responsibility to lead by example. A responsibility to work tirelessly to bring vital environmental innovations to your city. A responsibility to engage your citizens through your Green Capital Year. And a responsibility to inspire cities and citizens across Europe. Thank you for having taken on this responsibility and for making your Green Capital Year a huge success. Congratulations to you and your team. Now we're about to find out who your successor will be in 2027. Good luck to all finalists, congratulations to the winner, and to everybody. Let's keep building greener, cleaner and better cities for all.
We sincerely thank the European Commissioner for Environment, Water Resilience and a Competitive Circular Economy, Jessica Roswell, for inspiring word and support to cities striving for a greener future.
The European Green Capital and European Green Leaf Awards are an idea that has grown into a tradition, inspiring cities all across Europe. This tradition reminds us that cities can not only be the centers of economy or culture, but also leaders of a greener future.
From the very first candidates and laureates, this initiative has stood as a sign that a sustainable city is not only a dream, it is a reality. Each year, these awards bring together communities whose actions show that sustainability is the responsibility of us all.
Green Capital and Green Leaf are the stories of cities that choose to grow together with nature. It is a tradition that connects generations from children's playing today in the city parks to grandparents protecting the shade of trees that once witnessed their youth.
This initiative unites cities across Europe, large, small, old and young, all sharing the same vision. It is Europe's collective promise to build a future where greenery, people and technology live in harmony.
And from our past we draw strength, a reminder that our heritage and roots nourish the present. Within this heritage lies an encoded green DNA, our relationship with nature, a harmony inscribed in our cities and in our very bloodline.
And tonight, the work of two artists, Laurynas Vaitkus Be Wind and Žygimantas Gudelis Gone, gives meaning to this continuity, uniting together dream, reality, and a vision of the future. It is music and sound infused with the green spirit, traveling from generation to generation, from the past through the present into tomorrow. I hope you will enjoy it.
It's a perfect musical storm.
once again, a big thank you goes to the artists. We heard that you liked the performance. It was absolutely amazing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to join us for one of the most important parts of this evening.
Yes, that's true. It is time to present the European Green Capital and European Green Leaf 2027 awards. These are not just honorary titles. They showcase Europe's urban leaders whose innovation and determination put our continent at the forefront of the global transition to sustainability.
These awards recognize cities that do not wait for change. They lead it. They demonstrate how ambition, innovation, and courage can transform urban life, setting an example for Europe, and I believe that beyond the Europe. Tonight, we are honored, and we will honor who show those that true leadership is sustainability and how the sustainability looks like.
So let us begin the award ceremony and celebrate the spirit of Europe's green future together. Please join us in inviting to the stage the Deputy Director General of the European Commission's Directorate General for Environment, Mr. Patrick
Anthony Child.
Good evening.
Dear Mayor Benkunskas, esteemed finalists, city representatives, partners and participants. Thank you, Vilnius, for welcoming us to your historic and vibrant city and to this remarkable National Gallery of Art. This transformation of this former Soviet-era building into a cultural landmark is a very powerful symbol of resilience, renewal, and Lithuania's place within the European family. And thanks also for the truly moving musical and artistic performances that we've just enjoyed. Vilnius has shown what it means to be a European green capital, not only through policies and projects, but through a vision of a city that serves both its people and the environment. I warmly thank all past and present green capitals and green leaf cities, finalists and winners alike, for proving that Europe's sustainable future is already being built in our cities. And I'm really glad that so many of you are able to join us today, including our friends from Guimarães, who will be Green Capital next year in 2026. But during the year as the 2025 European Green Capital, Vilnius has embodied your motto, the greenest city in the making. From investments in sustainable transport to expanding green spaces and engaging citizens, you've set an amazingly high standard. The Green Wave initiative, planting trees, shrubs and vines on an impressive scale, is a striking example of how ambition delivers cleaner air, healthier lives and stronger communities. And let me add, I know it's not easy. In these times of turbulence, with war raging just beyond Europe's borders, initiatives like the European Green Capital and Green Leaf reminds us what unites us. They show that even as we face crises, Europe can remain focused on hope, on improving lives, and on giving our young people reasons to believe in a better future. Vilnius has also been recognized as one of Europe's happiest cities for young people, a place where sustainability, creativity, and quality of life go hand in hand. This is an achievement to celebrate and a responsibility to keep making the city a welcoming, inclusive, and green place for future generations. Colleagues, cities are at the very heart of Europe's future. They are home to 2/3 of our population and where our environmental ambition becomes reality through cleaner air, restored ecosystems, circular use of resources, and resilient communities. The European Commission is firmly committed to supporting this transformation. We will continue to prioritize the shift to a circular economy, to strengthen resilience on water, and to guarantee healthier lives through cleaner air. These are the foundations for greener, more livable, and more resilient cities. And that's why we need you, the pioneers, our green capital and green leaf winners, more than ever. You're not only implementing policy, you're inspiring citizens and showing that transformation is possible. Only one city will take the title of European Green Capital today. But in truth, you are already all winners in the race towards sustainability, resilience, and better quality of life. And therefore, on behalf of the European Commission, I thank you and congratulate you. The future we want is not distant. It's already taking root in Europe's cities. Now, that brings me to the more operational part of today's proceedings, the presentation and announcements of the awards. And we'll start with the Green Leaf Award. We will start with short presentations from our 4 Green Leaf finalists. Thanks to the representatives of Assen, Benidorm, Saint-Quentin, and Siena for your commitment and motivation. And I'd like also to thank my colleagues in the jury for the work that we've done over the last 2 days in looking at the ambitions and ideas and visions of all of the cities, and also for the colleagues in the technical teams who've supported us so patiently and tirelessly during that period. But let's start with our first Green Leaf finalist, Assen, a city with about 70,000 inhabitants, located in the north of the Netherlands. 3 years ago, it received an award for the greenest city in the Netherlands. Assen is a leader in sustainable transport and has invested heavily in urban planning and energy infrastructure. The city makes efforts to protect its rich national reserves and supports in community engagement. Let's watch their presentation now. Our second Green Leaf finalist is Benidorm in Spain. Similar size to Assen, with around 70,000 inhabitants, situated in the Costa Blanca, one of the major tourist destinations in Spain. To cope with the high influx of tourists, the city has become an innovator of water management and a promoter of renewable energy. The city naturally has a very big focus on sustainable tourism, promoting eco-friendly accommodation and initiatives to reduce plastic waste on its beaches. Let's see what they've prepared.
A sustainable city isn't just about how much we move, it's about what we breathe while moving. Isn't just about what you hear, it's about what you don't. Isn't just about having enough water. It's about knowing how to make every drop count. Isn't just about how much we recycle, it's about how little we waste. Isn't just about what we build, it's also about what we protect. Benidorm, the urban model you can trust.
Now let's move to our next finalist, Saint-Quentin in northern France. The city has around 50,000 inhabitants and focuses strongly on business innovation, especially in sectors like robotics for packaging, manufacturing, and textiles. The city boasts renewable energy projects and creates more green space in the city. A focus is the protection of the River Somme and its wetlands, which lie at the city's shores. Saint-Quentin makes lots of efforts to maintain its good performance in areas like air quality and waste reduction. Let's watch their presentation now. Our fourth and final LEAF Award finalist is the city of Siena. It also has about 50,000 inhabitants and lies surrounded by rolling hills, vineyards and olive groves in the Tuscany region of central Italy. Tourism, agriculture and cultural industries are key sectors of Siena's economy. The city attracts millions of visitors each year, and the municipality has plans to keep the balance between preserving its heritage while advancing ecotourism initiatives, organic farming, and water conservation. The city has implemented renewable energy projects, including solar farms in rural areas, and works to reduce waste through recycling programs. Let's watch their final film.
Here in Siena, sustainability is part of our history. In 2011, our province became the first large area in Europe to achieve carbon neutrality. Today, over 63% of our waste is separated and recycled. Our administration promotes green policy through strong community participation, from urban gardens to local water systems, from the traditions of the contrade to the shared care for our land. Da secoli coltiviamo bellezza. Oggi coltiviamo il futuro.
Truly inspiring presentations, I'm sure you'll all agree. And I'd like again to congratulate all four finalists for magnificent, convincing, powerful presentations backed up by credible commitment and engagement across all levels of society. And it's a very challenging role that we in the jury have in selecting the winners of these prestigious awards, recognizing that all of you have made huge investments and huge efforts. But after thorough analysis and evaluation of the four shortlisted cities by the jury yesterday, I'm happy to announce that the winner of the European Green Leaf Award for the year 2027 is Assen in the Netherlands.
This is really fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. I'd first like to thank the European Commission for organizing this event and this award. I think it's very helpful for all the municipalities, for all the cities that want to improve. It makes them stronger. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the jury, led by Mr. Child, for their trust and belief in our approach. Thank you very much. And I'd like to thank the mayor and the city of Vilnius for the wonderful week we've had until now. It's getting better every minute for the moment. But thank you for your welcoming approach and the good company your employees gave to us. Thank you very much. Thank you all. But at most, I'd like to thank our residents back in Assen and organizations we work with. Without those residents and without those organizations, it wouldn't be possible to make the efforts we are gaining for. So thank you very much back in Assen. I think a lot of people maybe can know Assen from the most famous MotoGP of the world, the Dutch TT. And it's quite different from being green, especially for the Italian delegation. Valentino Rossi is a citizen of honor in our municipality. I'm proud of that. But in our plans for the future, in the Assen Ambitie Agenda, being a green city is one of the most important things we like to achieve. And that's why we joined the Green City Accord to get better and to get inspired from other cities. And this was also why we were willing to go for the Green Leaf Award 2027, to be inspired by other cities in Europe. And I hope some of those cities will be inspired by us too. I think when it comes to a greener Europe, it is very depending on how cities will develop. So we need all of each other to make improvements for a greener Europe. Neighborhood by neighborhood, city by city, country by country. It's not 27 yet, but I hope I can welcome you in the Netherlands. I hope you can welcome you back in Drenthe, in the capital city, the wonderful city of Assen. Thank you again. See you in Assen.
Congratulations again to Assen for a very impressive presentation and richly deserved award. The Green Leaf is always a real difficulty for the jury, and we always struggle to find just one winner. And we also have some quite generous sponsors in the European Commission, so we're often able to have a second winner of the Green Leaf Award, and on this occasion we have seized that opportunity. And so we have a second winner of the okay, if you're all happy with that, we can move on. No, we have a second winner of the European Green Leaf for 2027, and it is Siena in Italy. You can come and celebrate here if you like.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, dear friends, on behalf of the city of Siena, I warm thank you for its great recognition. Winning the European Relief Award is a true honor, but also a responsibility that we accept with pride. This success is the result of work of many institutions, schools, associations, universities, and above all, our citizens. I am deeply grateful to all of them. Siena is a city with a unique identity, shaped by history and by the strong sense of belonging of the Contrade. This spirit makes us strong and helps us turn tradition into a living message of sustainability. Today, we celebrate Siena and believe that heritage and innovation can work together towards a greener city and greener Europe. Thank you very much to all of them. I am very...
So congratulations again to the two winners, but thanks to all four of our finalists for really amazing and powerful presentations. We now move to the main event of the day, which is of course the announcement of the Green Capital Award itself for 2027. And we have three finalists who presented to us this morning incredibly rich and convincing ideas and presentations. And the three cities are Debrecen from Romania, Heilbronn in Germany, and Klagenfurt. Sorry, in Hungary. Sorry, yeah, excuse me. Okay, you're right. And Klagenfurt in Austria, right? You've shown dedication and bold initiatives for change. And we're all eager to see your visions and to be presented in the short videos we'll have. So I will begin in alphabetical order with Debrecen from Hungary, with over 200,000 inhabitants, second largest city in the country. As a major economic sector, Debrecen excels in healthcare, education and technology. It is home to leading pharmaceutical companies and IT firms and serves as a central transportation hub connecting eastern Hungary with the rest of Europe. The city is investing in renewable energy, particularly in solar power and the expansion of geothermal energy, and is improving its public transport systems through electric buses and bike-sharing programs. The city also promotes biodiversity conservation, working to protect its surrounding natural areas. Let's watch the video. Our next candidate, the city of Heilbronn in southwestern Germany. It has about 130 inhabitants and is surrounded by vineyards and beautiful rolling hills. While being a wine city, it's also a major industrial hub with strengths in automotive manufacturing, engineering, and logistics. The city is an achiever with a strong focus on renewable energy, green urban planning, and sustainable water management. Heilbronn nurtures strong citizen engagement in projects like the expansion of cycling infrastructure and the development of an eco-friendly residential neighborhood. Let's watch their presentation now.
Seit meiner Kindheit kehrt alles immer wieder, der Wandel. Der Wandel gehört zu dieser Stadt. Vom Wunder von Heilbronn in der Nachkriegszeit zur Industriestadt, zur Einwandererstadt, zur Universitätsstadt und hoffentlich auch bald zu Europas grüner Hauptstadt. Der Wandel liegt in unserer DNA.
And our last video, and certainly not the least, is from our final candidate, the city of Klagenfurt on Lake Wörthersee from southern Austria. The city of about 102,000 inhabitants is known for its beautiful lake and mountains, but it's also the business center of the area. Tourism is a major economic pillar, complemented by sectors such as logistics, manufacturing, and creative industries. The city promotes sustainable tourism by preserving the natural ecosystems around the lake. Klagenfurt is also focusing on green energy initiatives, waste reduction programs, and the development of eco-friendly urban infrastructure, reinforcing its commitment to climate-conscious growth. Let's watch their presentation now. So thank you to all of the finalists. Your commitment, your enthusiasm, your passion, the efforts have really impressed the jury. And of course, I wish you could all be winners. Unfortunately, of course, there can only be one. And the jury had a really tough decision to make. It was made even more poignant and challenging because we had, as part of the three cities, two which had been finalists last year already. So it was a very, very difficult and challenging decision with very different perspectives and approaches in your three presentations. And I guess that I've strung out that introduction almost long enough. Everyone's eagerly waiting for what I'm going to say in the next 10 seconds or so. It's my real pleasure to announce that the 2027 European Green Capital Award goes to Heilbronn.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear Patrick Child, dear colleague Valdas, dear friends from the European Commission, dear people of Vilnius. It is a great honor to stand here in Vilnius, the European Green Capital of this year. You have been a strong example for all of us, and we thank you for the inspiration you gave to us. On behalf of Heilbronn, I thank the European Commission and you, dear Patrick Child, for this recognition. Becoming the European Green Capital 2027 is not only a great honor, it is also responsibility. And I want to thank our city administration, our political leaders, and especially the people of Heilbronn. Without their work, their support, their trust, and their commitment, this success would not be possible. This award belongs to Heilbronn, that was known as a mainly industrial city. Today, we show that industry and sustainability can go together. We are moving forward with clean transport, renewable energy, green spaces, and with the strong participation of the cities. But this is only the beginning. Our journey is not finished. We are on our way. And with this award, we gain not only recognition, but also the drive and determination to reach even further. One true goal is a Europe where our children and grandchildren can grow up in healthy, safe, and beautiful cities. That is why Heilbronn we say, now for tomorrow. Thank you all very much.
Well, I guess that brings us more or less to the end, but I just want to thank everyone for being here. Thanks to Vilnius for an outstanding year of Green Capital 2025, but also for the wonderfully warm and enthusiastic reception that you've held for us, which I guess is not over. We're looking forward, I think, to some celebrations later this evening. Thanks to my team in the European Commission and the Secretariat who's helped us work to produce these results. And we're really looking forward to working with Heilbronn, with Siena, with Assen, with all of you as we prepare for what I'm sure is going to be an extremely powerful and successful year in 2027. Our hosts have set the bar very high in terms of what we should be aiming to achieve, but I'm very confident that working together we will be able to achieve at least as outstanding results as Vilnius. And as I say, we're looking forward very much to supporting you on that journey. And for the other cities represented, we will, of course, have future opportunities, and I hope that you will continue to work with us. And thank you also for your investment in today's awards. And I look forward to seeing everyone very soon. So thank you very much.
What a fantastic night.
Yes, and it's time to continue our celebration. And of course, we thank you, Mr. Child, for reminding us that Europe's green future is born from a shared vision and collective effort. And once again, congratulations goes to the winners.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, plan your weekends, plan your vacations on 2027, because on 2027 we are going to the Netherlands, Assen, our green leaf. In 2027 we're going for Dolce Vita Italiciana.
Bravissimo, bravissimo.
And of course, 2027 we are going to Germany, to European Green Capital 2027, Heilbronn. Woohoo!
Rolandes, if you let me, I will add. You can visit Vilnius anytime you want. We are waiting for you.
You're always welcome before 2027, because we're still European Green Capital for 2025. And if talking about green capitals, about green cities, the vision of a sustainable city is one that lives with its people, and a city that does not consume but shares, that does not divide but connects. And here, technology serves nature, and nature, of course, gives strength back to humanity.
Our future is built not only by political decisions, it is built by the everyday choices of us all. For example, each tree planted, each step taken on a public transport, each effort to care for our environment. These are the acts that makes us architects of green cities.
Absolutely. Such cities, green, sustainable, and alive, are Europe's true treasure. And they connect generations. The play of children in parks, the bold ideas of the young, and the wisdom of the elders.
And now the Ąžuoliukas choir entered our stage. Their voices remind us that the dream of a green Europe is here right now.
And tonight, the gifted performer Jurgis Brūzga joins forces with Lithuania's pride, the legendary Ąžuoliukas choir, led by its esteemed artistic director Vytautas Miškinis. Let's hear a round of applause for them.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place is much brighter than tomorrow, oh yeah. And if you really try, you find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no heart and sorrow, oh no. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, just make a better place. Hey, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joyful giving, oh yes. And if we should try, there's a love that can't deny. Are we ready? Are we ready to feel this? Everybody, hey, there are ways to get there. If we care enough for the living, make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, hey, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are heavenly. Be God's glow. Fly so high, let the spirits never die. In my heart, you are all my brothers, oh yes. In this world with no fear, we will fight together here. See the nations turn this once into pleasures, oh yes. There are ways to get there if we care enough for the living. Make a little space, just make a better place. Come on, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if we care enough for the living. Very beautiful, guys. Come on, let's unite a little bit. Oh. Heal the world, yes, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if we care enough for the living. Make better place for you and for me. Hey. Heal the world, oh yes. Save it for our children. Let's do it together, right?
Vilnius and Ąžuoliukas Choir.
Once again, we are saying a big thank you to Ąžuoliukas Choir and the most talented Jurgis Brūzga. Thank you. And now is the time when, once again, we would like to thank all the cities that have earned the titles of European Green Capital 2027 and European Green Leaf 2027 this year.
You are the true source of inspiration this evening. Your efforts, courage, and determination to create a harmony between city and nature show the way forward for us all. And this is a collective achievement of our Europe.
Tonight, in this city, born from a great dream, let us promise to dream of a great and sustainable Europe.
To dream and to build it together, not only for ourselves, but for generations to come.
This is our living testimony and our call to act together.
And we would like to thank everyone who watched us online. Thank you for watching. We wish you an easy evening and beautiful night, because we're gonna celebrate all night long.
Okay, that's a promise. We are sending lots of love from Green Vilnius.
Lots of love. Thanks for watching.